Good morning and welcome to the Tundra concert entitled Now Voyager. I thought I'd introduce myself in the concert here from the main bit of the church, so you can see I'm not just tucked away in a corner. Well, I am actually over there. That's where the organ is and the piano. So welcome to this concert. It's featuring the 1942 film Now Voyager, starring Bette Davis and Claude Rains. And it's a wonderful film. If you've never seen it, do see it. And there's some lovely music from the film that I thought we'd celebrate today. Well, it's a lovely cold day. It's -2 outside. It's probably about 2 degrees in here in St Bartholomew's Church in Wilmslow. And welcome to our concert, and I do hope you enjoy yourself. Boston heiress Charlotte Vale, played by Bette Davis, is a neurotic mess. Largely because of her domineering mother, played by Gladys Cooper. But after a stint in a sanatorium where she receives the attention of Dr. Jackwith, played by Claude Rains, Charlotte comes out of her shell and elects to go on a cruise. Aboard ship, she meets Jerry, played by Paul Heinried, and falls in love, despite his being married. They enjoy a brief tryst in Rio, in Brazil, before returning to the States, where Charlotte struggles to forget him and find happiness. Principal shooting began on April the 7th, 1942, and ended on June the 23rd, with some retakes shot in early July. The complete film was released at the end of October 1942 to mixed critical notices and a rapturous public reception. It was the biggest box office hit of Bette Davis' career. And I thought you might like to see the official film trailer, for your delectation. Do enjoy. It's a wonderful film if you haven't seen it.
I didn't want to be born. You didn't want me to be born either. It was a calamity on both sides. What is the feminine for your word? That's what I am. I knew you were married and I walked right in with my eyes wide open. I'm immune to happiness.
You weren't immune that night on the mountain.
Do you call that happiness?
My darling, you were crying.
These are only tears of gratitude.
Don't talk like that.
You see, no one ever called me darling before. Miss Charlotte, their whole secret life hidden up here behind a locked door.
It's worse than Lisa led me to suppose. Much worse. I can only hope that a shameful episode of your life is completely past. Come out at once. Go to your cabin.
I don't care. I'm glad.
I can't work in the dark when there's a child in the picture.
I'll tell you everything.
I do hope you enjoyed that film trailer. And did you notice the actual film score by Max Steiner? He's an absolutely wonderful film writer for music, and his score is quite big, and that soaring theme, It Can't Be Wrong, is the version of the song. And it's actually an amazing theme. So the main love theme from the score was published as a hit song, It Can't Be Wrong, with music by Max Steiner, obviously, and lyrics by Kim Gannon. The love theme from this film was later used as background music in the seduction scene from the film noir Mildred Pierce, starring Joan Crawford, and that was in 1945. So here is the song of the main theme, It Can't Be Wrong. the stage is set for me to fall in love with you. Wrong, would it be wrong to kiss, seeing I feel like this? Would it be wrong to try? Wrong, would it be wrong to stay here in your arms this way, under the starry sky? If it is wrong, then why were you sent to me? Why I am content to be with you forever. So when I need you so much, and I have waited so long, it must be right, it must be wrong. If it is wrong, then why were you sent to me? Why I am content to be with you forever. So when I need you so much, and I have waited so long, it must be right, it must be wrong. The film Now Voyager, beautifully played by Bette Davis, is very much one of change and transition. That at the start of the film, she's a nervous wreck, she's almost a recluse. I mean, the actual makeup they put on her, and the thick, heavy eyebrows, and the round-rimmed glasses, and the frumpy hair. And I think it's alleged that she may have put a little special suit on that gave her a few extra pounds, rather like the one I'm wearing today. But anyway, I want to show you just how much she changes visually, actually, in the film. So I've prepared some slides, and I'll do some music to that. The first scene after Charlotte's metamorphosis, Hal B. Wallace asked Orr Kelly to put her in a wide-brimmed hat so the audience wouldn't get a full look at her new face until later. He also wanted to maintain a sense of her shyness. And you see the total change. It starts with her feet first and comes up through a glamorous thing, and then this wide-rimmed hat with a little bit of a veil, so you don't really see the full impact until she removes the hat later. So what I thought I'd do is I'll pre-prepare this lovely song by Joseph Cosma called Autumn Leaves. It's a beautiful sentimental song from 1947. And so that's the music that I have put to these transition slides. So look to see how she changes. And it's just amazing to watch. Do enjoy.
I see your leaves
After her transition in the film, Charlotte then goes on the kind of a day out, and she's forced together with Paul Heinrich, who's actually Jerry in the film, and they are forced to share the day together, but it works to their benefit. And there's a lovely scene that's in a club, the Rio Club scene, and the screenplay is faithfully a good adaptation of the novel, except for in the book, Charlotte takes a Mediterranean cruise and not a South American one, would you believe? So I'm going to show you just a short video extract of the actual club scene. And in the background, you'll hear some lovely kind of Latin music. And it's actually a very popular song called Perfidia, which I'll sing for you in a minute. But anyway, watch the scene and listen carefully to the music in the background, and do enjoy.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know how to dance.
Try it. Just this once.
I do hope you enjoyed that excerpt. The actual song I'm going to perform now, Perfidia, it was written in 1939 by Alberto Dominguez. Now, the background music in the Rio Club scene, that's when it was used. So filming went on a few weeks over schedule, which in turn caused some conflicts with the next film, Casablanca, which also starred Claude Rains and Paul Heinrich. So Rains actually was, he finished working on the movie on the 3rd of June in 1942 and did his first scene in Casablanca at the 10 o'clock the next morning, which is dedication to you. What a work ethic they had back in 1942. So here's the song Perfidia by Alberto Dominguez. Strangers, and we were sweethearts for so long. Lovers, until you let your love go wrong. Kiss me and give your heart to someone new. Darling, this is our last adieu. To you, my heart cries out Perfidia, for I have found the love of my life in somebody else's arms. For your eyes are echoing Perfidia, forgetful of the promise of love you're sharing another's charm. With the sun that made my dreams are faded like a broken melody, while the gods of love look down and laugh at what romantic fools you mortals be. And now I know my love was not for you, and so I'll take it back with a sigh, perfidious one, goodbye. The saffron in my trees are faded like a broken melody, while the gods of love look down and laugh at what romantic force immortals be. And now I know my love was not for you, and so I'll bring it back with a sigh, perfidious one, goodbye. My first organ piece that goes with this nautical sea theme is Beyond the Sea, which is a lovely swing song, very, very popular. The music's by Charles Trenet and the words are by Jack Lawrence. and Charles Trenet as well. Made famous by Bobby Darin, but it's not Bobby Darin singing it. I'm just going to do a version of it on the organ. I do hope you enjoy it. My next piece is just a piece for the piano. I'm going to give my voice a rest now. And it's the Meditation from Thysis by Jules Massenet. Now, it's a beautiful piece of music, and it's just so calm and gentle, and I think it would have fitted very well into the film in different bits. Bette Davis complained about Max Steiner's Academy Award-winning musical score, saying that it was too intrusive on her performance. Well, I can tell you this meditation that I'm doing for you now is not intrusive by any means, and I do pull the speed a lot, so if you know this piece well, it's my arrangement of it. So do enjoy this lovely piece by Jules Massenet. My last organ piece today for this Now Voyager recital is a lovely piece by Giuseppe Verdi, which comes from one of his operas. It's called The Grand March from Aida. I've had to carefully register this because most of the reeds are so sharp, or they're flat actually with cold, but we can only do our best until we get it tuned in March. Anyway, here's The Grand March from Aida. There's no better way to end the film than actually show you the ending, the last minute and 15 seconds of the film. It's iconic. It's used all over the place. It's been used for adverts. And Paul Heinrich's act of lighting 2 cigarettes at once caught the public's imagination, and he couldn't go anywhere without being accosted by women begging him to light cigarettes for them. Not a very healthy thing to do, is it? And the very final iconic line is when Charlotte says, "Oh, Jerry, don't let's ask for the moon. We have the stars." And they just turn and look at the stars, the big kind of MGM ending, as I call it, going up. It's absolutely a wonderful film. So here's the final bit of the film. Do enjoy it. And if you haven't seen the film, I just cannot recommend it highly enough.
Shall we just have a cigarette on it?
Yes.
Sometimes come here.
Whenever you like. It's your home, too. There are people here who love you.
I look at you and Tina, share with you peace and contentment.
Of course. And just think it won't be for this time only. That is, if you will help me keep what we have. If we both try hard to protect that little strip of territory that's ours. We can talk about your child.
Our child.
Thank you.
And will you be happy, Charlotte?
Oh, Jerry, don't let's ask for the moon. We have the stars.
Well, there you have it, our Tundra number 5 concert entitled Now Voyager. I do hope you've enjoyed the concert. I must say this is the coldest the church has ever been, and I do apologise I couldn't use any of the big reeds on the organ because it was so cold they weren't even anywhere in tune, and not even disguising cinema organ music would have actually done it. So I do hope you enjoyed the concert today, and it's been lovely having you again. And I will produce another concert for you next week. So until then, keep happy, safe and well, and take care of yourself, and God bless.